morning, hope you're well. We're up to Thursday the 23rd of October. Bit before 7 a.m, just coming down to check rice water. So we've finished the first block and yeah, running onto the, it's in 3 blocks, but yeah, we're sort of running onto the second block now, and I've actually got the first block draining onto the third block. I had the guys, Tony and Lily, set up a pump yesterday afternoon, and what we were going to do was basically pump that drainage water onto this section, but I came down about 2 a.m. to start the pump, and I knew it had to be changed. And I couldn't get the pump to prime, so I wasn't mucking around with it at that hour of the morning. I don't know why, it should have primed up all right. So anyway, that's all right. So I actually just made the decision just to let the water go onto the next section. So this is running over reasonably well. It'll probably another 3 hours, and this section will be, this bay will be underwater and we can just let it go. So when we talk first flush, basically we just fill the bay up with water and then let it go to the next one, and so on and so on and so on until all the bays have been flushed or had water across them. So and then we let the water out the bottom and drain the water back off it. So what we can do here is the water all stays on farm. So we bring the water back, and what I'll probably do is I'll put it through the pivot irrigator on some lucerne or something like that, just so we use it up. So the plan is yesterday was just a feral day weather-wise, just wind and rain, and then the sun would shine, and then it was actually when I got up I went down here about 8:30 last night before I went to bed, and it hadn't quite covered the bay it was doing, and it was raining and just the gale wind was just horrendous. So today at the moment there was no wind, which is good. So we're going to try and get some of this hay raked and baled up on this contract job. Our own hay still won't be ready, so I'm not sort of panicking about it. It's only going to be sort of really down, this first of it's really only been down a week today, so we've still got, it'll be after the weekend before it's ready. They are still talking rain at the weekend, but the bloody forecasts at the moment are that far out. You wouldn't know. There's a really good chance we just won't get anything. So I'm not really panicking about the weather too much. I'll just pull up here and show you what's going on. We need to fix that up too. So what's going on is we're basically draining the water off these 4 bays, and it's coming straight out here onto these bottom 5 on the first one. But what I'll have to do is I need to grab the telehandler or the backhoe now. There's a crossing over there. I haven't built the crossings up. So yeah, and I can just see there's water in the next bay, so I'd say it's running over that crossing there. So I'll probably grab the backhoe, I think might be the easiest, and I can just sneak round and down here. So I can, we'll get down there all right with it. We'll get down and we'll just build that up now, and it's done then. It was on the to-do list, and yeah, it was on the to-do list today, but letting the water on there at 2 a.m, it's sort of it's hurried the job up a bit. So there's still quite a lot of water on there, so we'll get this first bay done. I probably might get the first 2 done, and hopefully by then we'll be pretty close to having these bays done as well. So we are a bit snookered at times here with outlet sizes. It sort of is on the to-do list to probably make a few of these channel crossings a bit bigger, because I don't know what, to be fair, there's an outlet here and an outlet up the other end of this bay running into this channel, so there's a bit of crap there coming off the bay, which happens. So Sorry, I just see a bit of water up there too for some reason. Yeah, so it's just, you know, a higher flow out of the channel, we can do things a bit quicker. But anyway, you know, there's probably 15 megs of water running through there. There might be more. So yeah. Anyway, we'll go and grab this backhoe and we'll get this bank tidied up. And yeah, that bay it wouldn't be quite half. It'll be 40% underwater. So yeah, all going to plan so far. So yeah, so I was gonna whether I do it this morning or tomorrow morning, I just need to split the ewes up out the other farm. They're about eating out in the paddock they're in, but split them up for joining. We'll put the rams in with them on the 1st of November, and yeah, leave the rams in for 5 or 6 weeks. Yeah, just see what's going on. So yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, you can see the water starting to come off these bays already. Ducks, there's not many ducks around. They haven't really turned up yet. Next time they might work it out. But we did have the scare gun going here a little bit. But yeah, these bays drain to this end, so there's a bit more water at this end. But they're going to drain off pretty well. Like the first bay here, he's pretty good. So yeah, that water will be all gone sort of by this afternoon, hopefully. Just, yeah, it'll dry up, evaporation. But I think because the ground's been so dry, it's taken the fill-up's been, the first flush has probably taken a bit extra water than what it should. So anyway, we'll go and get this digger and get this bank sorted. Go down and build the next few up, and I'll have another crack at this from the other when I'm facing the other side, so because I can't turn around here. So, but anyway, that's all it needs. I've just pitched a bit of dirt out of the corner here. So anyway, should be right. So just come up, I had to just re-glue the suction pipe. It's just a bit of PVC, so anyway, we've got it going. So this first phase actually, on this next section's nearly watered, so yeah, I'll just duck out the other farm and I'll come back and I'll change it, and then we'll go and get this baler going. But, yeah, that'll just help get the water off the first block a bit quicker. I just come out the back. I'm just going to run these ewes into the yard. I might try and split them up later, but the yards are pretty well overgrown, so it won't hurt if they spend 24 hours in the yards and yeah, knock a bit of rubbish down, but they're well and truly eaten out where they are, so they need shifting anyway. Yeah, weather lambs next door, so it might even be worth having a look at them next week, because there may be some of them that are good enough, but they're sort of getting into that new pasture, which is good. Yeah, so sheep job's pretty cruisy at the moment, so yeah, ewes are in good nick. Like some of them are nearly too fat, so I haven't been sort of too concerned that they're yeah, getting a bit light on for tucker, but yeah, it's sort of time now to get them on some different feed and different paddock. That one's done. The one out further that we're draining those first 4 onto is going all right. Yeah, it's not going to take long to actually probably water these two. They'll be done by dark, I would have thought. So yeah, we'll just have to probably need to close the water off a bit, otherwise we're going to end up with too much water. So that's a bit of the trick to it when we don't have a heap of storage. Yeah, you just got to time when we shut the water that's coming in from the supply. Just got to try and get your timing pretty right with it. So yeah, we can change it again at 8:45 tonight. Like we can change it every 12 hours. So 8:45 in the morning, 8:45 at night. So we'll just we'll know a bit more as it gets a bit closer, and you generally only sort of, you got to give them half an hour's notice, so we can make the call pretty late in the afternoon as to what we need to do. Yeah, I'm just going to chuck a bit of string, a few balls of string in the baler, and head down and get this baler going. Just talking to Lily on the phone, she's down raking, she's going all right, so she's nearly finished the first block where we started, so getting a bit done. I forgot about you guys. So we've been back down baling. I've just done another 60 or so, and the moisture, it's probably got a bit dry. When I was down here earlier, I think I mentioned it was 23%, and then now we're back to 10. So I'll come back down just on dark and have another crack at it. Lily's finished raking the other block. There's about 25 hectares in it, so yeah, there's about 30 here to do. There's not a hell of a lot left in the middle there, probably an hour and we'll have it done. So I've serviced the baler, just given it a grease and a check over. I gave the rake a grease as well. It was sort of due again. So yeah, so I sort of got caught up at home with a stock agent coming and looked at the ewe lambs that are going for the store sale tomorrow, so they'll get picked up later on this afternoon. Oh, sorry. So yeah, Lily she just had there was 10 or a dozen lambs that we took out that were still in the yard, so she was going to chase them up the paddock for me. Tony's got the chaser bin out of the shed finally, so we've got it's sort of ready to go. Dirty big blowfly in my ute. So yeah, and we're just sort of still shuffling the rice water around. Yeah, so I'll duck home now and just see what's going on. I just need to do some paperwork for these ewes, the vendor declaration and that sort of stuff. And then yeah, it's nearly 4 o'clock now, so we'll have spell for an hour or so, and then yeah, come back down here. Loading. Sit down, Barry. Baling. So we got finished in the first paddock. Got 260, I think it was 269, but we'll run with 267 with the couple of starters when we first started, because the chamber in the baler didn't have any hay in it, so you can generally get a little wonky, a little short one, or a wonky one first couple. So yeah, it's been going. Oh, it's 10 o'clock, so been going since about 8:15, I suppose. So we've done 36 in here. We've done the headlands. This paddock, the other paddock was a pit, had been sown round and round. So being an old pivot site, so you know, you just jumped on you, went round until you got to the middle. Whereas this one, we've there was a pivot here too, but when we sowed it up and back. So I've done the two headlands, and I'm just doing my second run through the middle of it now. Yeah, baler's running alright, running well. We think we're up to nearly 300 bales, and we've only had to get out and flick one off, not off. So yeah, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Bit up and down this paddock. It's takes a bit of. I'm running the tractor in 4-wheel drive because it does take a bit of snigging up the hills, and yeah, there's a bit of sand here too, so anyway, and it's rough enough as well, so in spots. So yeah, so we'll just keep munching away here for a while. Moisture's good, pressure's good, so has cooled off. I haven't got a jumper on in the cabin, but if I got out and spent any length of time outside, I'd probably want to have a jumper on. So yeah, but the baler was knocking a bit before, but I sort of got out and had a look. Everything seems to be all right. So yeah, whether I know they do say, and I probably haven't done enough of it, you do get a bit of build up on the side of the chamber just with the sugar and the sap in the cereal. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. There has been a little bit of it. I have just bear with me, I'll turn around here. Yeah, when we took the baler home yesterday or the day before, and I did walk emptied the chamber out, and there was a bit of sort of build up on the side of on the walls. So yeah, it's just something we probably need to be conscious of and be aware of. You might notice the lighting has improved a bit, so I will touch on that in future episodes. But we have got a bit of a light upgrade coming for the Magnum, so we did put a light bar on it there the other day, but I do have a bit of a light package for all the other lights as well. I just haven't had a chance to put them on, but Tony made up a couple of brackets for these little fellas out the side here, and they've made a vast improvement. So yeah, watch this space. I'll do a video on them when I get them all fitted up. So I've sort of done it before we've put them on, and we'll do an after. So yeah, just to see the difference. But judging by, I've got four to go on the back, and I think there might be another couple to go on the front here too yet. So should be lit up like a Christmas tree once it's done. So anywho, we'll keep marching here for a bit. We'll have to change water at some stage, but yeah, it's sort of not a big drama if it goes a bit longer than what it should, because all it's doing is filling the bay up anyway. This is the row we've been looking for. So last one. So we'll end up with I don't know, 220 bales maybe in here. So yeah, hasn't been too bad. It's late enough, but it's going to work out all right, because as I said, I'm going to have to go and change water anyway. Baler's been running really, really well, so I only had to Apparently sort of dropped 1 knot. I think I've dropped, what have we done? I think we've done 2 in nearly 500 bales, so not bad for a baler that's done 82 plus thousand bales. So yeah, rock along pretty well. It's good. So yeah, there's about, I don't know what's left, 30 hectares or something like that of bits and bobs. So we'll just see how we go. Yeah, we need to rake a bit more in the morning. I want to head up to this sheep sale and watch the ewes get sold. I'm intending to take the camera with me, so hopefully we can get a bit of a footage of them getting sold and see how they go. Yeah, and then tomorrow should finish the first flush on the Ross. So yeah, and still checked the weather forecast, but I think we will get something at the weekend. But I'm not not betting my farm on it, but we do. So anyway, so we'll get in the end here, and we'll get the pressure off the chamber, and we'll kick this bale out, and that'll do tonight. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.